welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a T-34-85. It's a Tier 6 Soviet medium tank. It's located on the west spawn of Studzianki and it's under the command of Silberzwiebel. Now he's got the standard T-34-85, not the premium one. This is the standard tech tree one. Always in platoon with the Burt alongside him. Now he's armed with the 85mm gun, capable of 180 alpha and penetrating 144mm of armor with standard ammo, and he has got some premium rounds as well. Will do 194mm, and he's loaded a premium round straight away, although he's only spotted a 5916, which is a Chinese light tank. Now you can penetrate that guy with standard ammo. Oh, guy pops up and pops down again, doing a quick spotting run through the center of the map. Now this is a bit of a treat because he's got 2 marks of excellence on the barrel, and you're about to see him have, by his own admission, the game of his life. Yes, this is one hell of a game. And it's not often you can say that about somebody playing a medium tank at tier 6. Okay, he's having a look at the center. Normally it'd be the heavy tanks would be doing this, but the heavy tank on our team, the heavy tank number 6, is way back. Oh, and he bounced around from the VK3001P that he couldn't see, who now is in sight and waiting for him to poke. You can see the round actually bounced off the top of the turret. Very lucky with that shot. If it had actually connected with the cupola, that would have gone through. He's keeping that VK interested. Just check the where the shell went. Now the T-34-85, as you know, has an 85mm gun. They actually designed this tank to cope with the Tigers. It's basically a T-34 but with a much better gun. They had to build a much bigger turret to carry the 85mm gun. A lot of people consider that whilst the T-34 itself was probably the most built tank during the Second World War, it probably wasn't the best tank in the war. That was probably the M4, built by so many of them by the Americans that it was very easy for them to just replace any tanks that were lost and put new ones into action. He got a nice shot into the side of the TOG, and now he's hit the VK3002M. This is easy killings at this point. He's aiming for the gaps where he knows the enemy's going to be. Got that one into the TOG. He's racking up the damage bit by bit as they go through the gaps. Firing standard AP at the moment. Now he's lost sight of them down there because there's nobody actually spotting the enemy tanks, and that's why it's a bit of a problem. But they managed to get rid of the VK3002M. Now he's just going to have a quick look over here. He's unspotted at the moment, so he can have a poke. And yes, there is an enemy tank there, and it's a budgie. So instead of actually stopping to fire, the guy fired at him because he was ready. Aiming for the type, gets a shot in. 176, nice one. Go for the kill. Yes. That's his first kill of the game, won't be his last. I'm not giving anything away by saying that, but you won't believe what he does in this game. Now, a lot of people who play the T-34 play the T-34-85M, which is the premium version. You can see he's firing at that A46, the new British light tank, up on top of the hill. Gets him with one shot, almost a blind shot actually. He couldn't see the outline, but he knew that where to put the shell. There's the premium version of the T-34, most people are aware of. And the enemy's coming down the corridor. Yes, it's the budgie. He does a quick shot and pulls back into cover. That one went in. Average roll though. Oh, takes a round from the budgie. It's an HE round. He's now going to bully this guy until he's dead. That's it, he's out. And now he's got some cover from the VK, who's come all the way around. And there's an enemy T-34 behind him. Took a round, an 85 round in the ass. But he finishes off the VK who came up behind him. And now he's going to go with this guy. Yes! Right into the engine bay. In fact, he's got this nice little holdout in here now because he's got Rex behind him and Rex in front of him. Try to shot the T-34. The wall falls down. Now go for another one. He's after his M44. He's killed that. It's a long range shot, but now he's going to see this guy for only a short distance, short more time, because this guy is a long way away. And yeah, he's gone unspotted, but now you can see him again. He's getting closer. Lovely shot. Square on, right through the center, and that's his top gun. And he's still going to kill more. As I said, this is the game of his life. He hasn't had a better game than this ever, he said. That T-34 right at the back of the map. He gets one round into him. Going for another one. The T-34-85M knows where he is generally, but he can't see him because he's using the bush mechanic. Fires that one in blind. Unfortunately, he lost his platoon mate, but there's only 2 left on his team and they're facing 5 enemies. That AMX-13F3 is kind of exposed in the dip there. Trying to move around on that T-34-85. Our AMX-13F3 is moving. Unfortunately, he's going to reach the gap. And he has to come up out of the gap, which exposes him to fire. And the AMX-13F3 is trying to position himself so he can get shots on the enemy without actually being seen. So he's parked himself behind the ridgeline. There's the Hellcat. One nice shot straight down the tree line. The Hellcat's trying to go for the bushes. Oh, 81. Only 81 from that shot. Fires a blind shot in. The AMX-13F3's just been hit badly by the enemy Arty. And he's gone. The Hellcat got him. And that means that now Silberzwiebel is now facing 5 enemy tanks all alone. 3 Arty, a Hellcat, and a T-34-85M. And we know where the T-34-85M and the Hellcat are. They're on this side of the map, and they're right in front of him. Somewhere in that tree line are his enemy. The Arty, they're probably over the other side of the map. Now, he's got 6 kills already. If he can kill all of them, it's 11 kills in total, and he'll get a Pools medal, and he'll win the game. And the enemy's capping. And I have the feeling that is the Hellcat. And he's trying to tempt Silberzwiebel to come out and shoot him. And then he can get shot at by the T-34. Now, he can take 1 shell from the T-34, but not more than 1. And the enemy Arty's going to have a go at him. Oh, it's the T-34, and he takes him out with 1 round. The Hellcat's in there capping as well. Now he can just drive straight forward and go for it. He did a quick check in the bush to see where he is. He must be behind the house. He's pulled back to use the gun on the house, and he's taken the house out. And there's the Hellcat, bush mechanic. And say goodnight, Mr. Hellcat. And that is his Radley Waters. Now it's 3 Arty. He's loading the AP, ready to go. He's only got 1 round of APCR left. Now, the Arty he's up against, 1 Hummel, 2 M44s. Now, the M44 considered to be one of the best Artys in the game by many people. The Hummel, not so much so. It's basically it's a Panzer Mark IV with a 15cm howitzer on it. It's basically a Nashorn hull with a howitzer on it. Now, where are they? We know that one of the M44 was seen in grid square D0, but he might not be there anymore. In fact, I would think it's more than likely that one of the M44s will try to spot for the others, and that the M44 might come hunting for him, but the M44's got a relatively short view range. His view range is much better than them. Plus, of course, the M44's got a 15-second reload, or 16 seconds average, but he's got a reload of 5.25 seconds. So if the M44 comes at him, he's only got 1 shot. Whereas Silberzwiebel's going to have at least more than 1. And there's one of the enemy. It's the Hummel come forward. He takes 1 round. Second one will kill him. He doesn't know where we are. And that's the end of his game. Oh, he was seen with the second shot. The Hummel had come far enough forward. And 2 Arty rounds came in at him. And he knows where one of them is now because he's been spotted. He'll get that guy. He's backing up a bit more, but will he get the shot in time? No, he won't. So he's going to have to go up there. He's decided to raise his height, go up on this mound. Enemy Arty's more than likely going to take a pot shot at him at distance. Oh, he's running. He's running. And Silberzwiebel's getting onto the land so he can move faster than in the water. And he's going to try and cut the guy off, I think. If he can get to a position where he can spot that M44 again. Well, he hasn't decided to go through the factory. In fact, he's going around the factory the other way to get at the guys. I suspect that he was expecting or the M44 was probably expecting him to chase. But the problem is now, you see, the M44 has got plenty of places he can hide in. Not at just that bush line on that ridge line there, but he could go into the northeast corner of the map and sit in those bushes and wait for Silberzwiebel to get close and then hit him with a derp at close range. A shotgun. You see, he's coming up behind where he thought the M44 was, but that M44 might have moved into the corner. While he's banking on the M44 not having run and doubled back into the hill again, into the copse on top of the hill. The Arty won't cap because there's really no point in capping at this. It only gives away your position. The best thing to do is ambush your enemy as they approach. And you see, I think by not following the M44 straight away, he actually allowed the guy to get away. And I think he must have either gone into the corner or cut across the railway line and gone down the east side of the map. Now, I think if I was in the T-34-85 now, I would probably be going over to the east side. And I think that's what he's going to do. He's cutting straight across the field. But then remember, the M44 does have a very short view range. If I remember correctly, it's only around about 230 to 240 meters. You have to get pretty close to see the enemy. They have to get very close. But of course, one of these RTs could be spotting just passively, whilst the other one takes the pot shots from a distance. His sixth sense hasn't gone off. Ah, it's been seen. Okay, keep low, keep low. That's it. One of them is in the tree line on the east side. And there's their first shot. Now, it could be that one's spotting, as I said, and the other one is taking the shots. He's driving sort of like, not randomly, but he's taking evasive action to avoid any shot. They can't predict exactly where he's going. But he's only got 2 minutes now to win this battle. And if I was one of the Arties, I probably would have driven to a spot where he would not expect me to be, somewhere like the southwest corner of the map, so I could continue to take shots at him from a distance whilst my other teammate spotted for me. Well, he's not in the southeast corner of the map, so he's now going to go up the tree line and take them on. So if you're in an Arty, try and put distance between yourself and your teammates so that the enemy has to work to find you. And he found one of them, and this might be the one who spotted him. It's not the one that he hit earlier, who must be further north. And you can now see where the other one was located. He's got his Pools medal, but he now needs to kill that last enemy to win the game. He can't cap out, he hasn't got enough time, but he now knows where that enemy Arty is. He is in the northeast corner of the map. Just as I said at the start, when he left the copse, he could have gone right into that northeast corner rather, to hide. And that's where I think he is. 33 seconds to go. He's going to have a quick check behind this rock, because he could have gone behind this rock and still been in cover. No, he's definitely in the northeast corner, and he's been spotted now, so he is close. He fires one blind shot. Go in there. You've got 15 seconds left to win the game. 15 seconds left. Oh, he got him with a blind shot. He was right in the corner. He killed him with a blind shot at close range. Wow. That was one hell of a game. 11 kills. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Oh my god. Look at this. This is not just one any old game. This is a super game. He got his third mark of excellence in that game. An ace tanker. Hand of God for surviving the battle. Hand received damage from 4 different enemies. Bruiser for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 11. A duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. And a 5 for effect for doing more damage to the hit points to his own vehicle. But just look at the other medals he managed to get. He got the medal everyone would like to get. The Kolobanov's medal for standing alone against at least 5 enemies and beating them. A Dumitru's for killing 3 enemy Artys. You don't get that so often nowadays. Because mostly you only get Sia Pascucci's or just 1 kill on Arty. A Pool's medal for killing at least 10 enemies. He got 11 in this one. High caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. What a selection of Battle Hero medals and epic medals. You won't see a better game than that one for the T-34-85 for a long time. It's just a pity we can't see the win 8. I think the win 8 would be through the roof on that game alone. Fantastic game. Well done, Silberzwiebel. Let's have a look at the team score. 4,583 hit points of damage. Nobody else managed to get above 2,000 hit points of damage. The closest other player was the Hellcat, who was the last of the enemy tanks to die. 1,756 hit points of damage to him. And then 1,347 to that BK3001P, who tried to come up behind Silberzwiebel, but unfortunately he was ready and he shot the guy as he just poked round the corner and then dealt with the other T-34-85 in front of him. That guy managed, that's one of his teammates there. When it came to kills, he managed to get 11 kills in that game. That means there was only, well, it's showing here, there's only 3 other players who actually managed to get a kill on his team in that game. He carried his entire team, definitely got more than all the others. You could say he carried the stupids, but yes, I would have to pay royalty to Klaus, I think, if I did say that. But definitely he did carry his team on that game. The next highest scorer being the Hellcat with 3 kills, the T-34-85M with 2, and the M44 in his own team with 2. When it came to base XP, nobody can meet his match his total, 1,881. He's got the top in all 3 columns. Nobody else got above 1,000 base. 694 went to the T-34-85, 544 went to the heavy tank number 6 on his team. Oh, well, I should mention as well, because he was in platoon with ABS 1977, he managed to get 211 hit points of damage, no kills, and 265 XP for turning up in the game. Well, turning up, he did do damage, but unfortunately he was killed off fairly quickly in that game. But Silberzwiebel really won that game for his team, absolutely. Let's have a look at detail. 38 shots fired, 29 direct hits, 27 penetrations. He selected the right ammo at the right time and it did the damage. 2 splash as well. Damage of 4,583 hit points, of which 2,066 were at more than 300 meters. He received 5 hits from the enemy in that game. 2 of those were penetrations, 2 non-penetrations, and 5 hits by way of splash damage. Yes, the enemy Arty was definitely after him. He blocked damage of 335 hit points, spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 13 of the enemy, killed 11. That means there was only 2 enemy vehicles he didn't damage in that entire game. 345 hit points of damage assistance, and he got 61 defense points by resetting the cap. I think he actually let that Hellcat stay in the cap too short a time. If he'd actually waited just a little while longer, he would have picked up a Defender medal on top of all the other medals he received. On a premium count, he earned 46,878 credits from the game, and after repair and ammunition resupply took away 17,898 credits. He received 1,881 XP, got 423 for playing in the platoon, and took away 3,245 experience points altogether. Yeah, you'd be hard pressed to find a better game for the T-34-85. Most people play the T-34-85M because it's a premium vehicle, and of course it earns extra XP for your crew. But the T-34-85 is actually a neglected vehicle, which is actually very good, especially with the derp gun, because you can carry the 122mm derp gun on that tank, and that can do a lot of damage, and it's quite a surprising tank. tank because it's fast, agile and got a lot of dirt. But Silberzwiebel did absolutely fantastic with the 85mm gun, and of course that third mark of excellence is testament to his skill as a player. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel please, and thanks for watching.